So the Lady Fern plant is telling us about emotional clearing. So it's time to clear out your emotions. So the sexual organs are bound, creating sexual trauma. This could be the succubus thing. Could just be siphoned. And then send the breath energy into the body, into the sexual organs to clear it. Work with the divas for the blueprint structures, so to gather the organic blueprint structures of the body wherever you feel trauma. And then becoming aware of the turnstile matrix, which is happening in the circulatory system with the black heart. And so this is braiding and breaking down frequency. It's a 70 frequency, and they're merging with another frequency of like reversal coding and stuff. And so this is creating the black heart, and the black heart is usually through trauma and everything. So somebody hurt you really bad, and now all of a sudden you're cold-hearted and stuff. Goes into the Hebrew tribes and the Nazi stuff and the Holocaust and everything of that nature, and how it was dealing with the DNA codes and trying to wipe that off of the planet. So we got to restore that DNA. So then we can do that with connecting to the 12 tribes. And then so this council is devoted to ancient wisdom and aligned to natural laws, attunement to nature and the natural laws needed for polarity integration back into 0 point. So calling on this council and connecting to the 12 tribes will help. Mastering your emotional state will help. There's shadow creatures screaming and running away. Some parasites explode into dust in her presence. It's starting to take control of yourself and getting these shadow creatures and the demons out of your body and just purging that. So then there's timelines that are generating chaos and scattering in the field. So these are the false timelines I was talking about. So they have mind control stuff going on, transform all of the artificial timelines and phantom areas. So then there's dark angels. So this is like the false Archangel Michael and things like that. And then there's fallen angels, which are the seraphim, and these are the gold ray kind of divine beings, but they're all fallen now. There's this dickhead right here. It's an AI hybrid shadow entity that has access to the divine ascended master memories, and so that's how they're creating ascended masters that are false. So you got to be careful of that too. And this directly is trying to stop inner sacred union and using sex magic, black magic, Lilith, and sexual misery. And so all of these false ascensions and everything like that are using false ascended masters, they're putting codes in you with black magic and having you use sex magic and things of that nature to just destroy yourself even more. So be careful of that. Okay, the Pacific Bleeding Heart plant is basically telling us about the Princess Code. And so the Princess Code connects a female to the Dark Mother. And so this is all of the succubus stuff and everything like that. The painful histories of Tiamat, which Lilith is Tiamat's shadow. And so they're both, she's being forced to birth demons by being raped and stuff, and Lilith, the shadow, has just embraced this side. This is the sexual robot fantasies like Hello Kitty and anime and stuff. That's really big. Females into this stuff is definitely going to have the Princess Code and the succubus stuff going on. So then it's talking about AI programs controlling the lunar female forces. So then there are AI graphs mixed in with the succubus graphs, and this is like the SP and things like that, just to block you from getting light into yourself and sacred union, everything like that. There's a list of different types of female demons, and so we talked about the succubus. AI demons are just that, AI mixed with demons. Black witches is pretty self-explanatory. The Black Widow program goes along with the succubus program, so then this is like people that fall in love with you and everything. When you break up, they're going to be wanting to kill themselves. It's very traumatizing for them and you. And then there's Lilith, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then these people with the Princess Code and everything, they have a contract for integrating the polarity. And so it's pretty much taking this Lilith Tiamat thing and living it in your life, and then overcoming it and bringing everything into the light. And let's see more of the contract. The Sacred Heart. So in the healing process, you're going to awaken the Sacred Heart, and this is going to then be your inner compass and help you find the light. Okay, so the Black Crystal Sands is talking about the void here. And so it's talking about some tech being used by the black hole invaders to generate quantum entanglement between Earth and Phantom. And so this is how they're creating the false realities. And the Black Suns use this, of course. So then it generates a bond between organic structures and dead synthetic structures. And so sometimes these are beings and sometimes these are timelines. And the sands, the black sands, are living, filled with dark matter. So then the void sun has a mother and father aspect to it, and these aspects seem to be united. And this is building the gender corrections. And so hooking into this will help you correct gender distortions and stuff. It helps you purge the shadow forms out of the elemental body. So the sands and the sun and the void are dark matter fields that manifest color in the light seed, assist in healing activations, and the crystal heart. So connecting to this to heal and start to activate the sacred heart would be good. Demon host. Human host has 2D demonics that answer to Lilith. So this is the succubus that it's talking about. Taken hostage and trapped. The monad and stuff was taken hostage and trapped in the void. And so having to do sexual rituals and stuff through the succubus. This is happening in the shadow body. Correct the diagonals and dissolve the reversal demon seed. So correcting this, you can dissolve this demon seed, this Lilith graph, and break through the frequency fences in the astral. So the astral is really tricky because there's a lot of false stuff in there. And so you can kind of get trapped in a false ascension matrix and a false light. So you think that you're seeing, you know, like Archangel Michael or whatever. That's a good one that they like to use. And you're really not. You're just seeing a demon pretending. Or some higher form being that's a controller of Black Suns or whatever. And then go through the solar initiation. So this is Dark Night of the Soul. It's very traumatic and purging a lot of trauma within, but it's very important to do. So then connect to the Diamond timeline to do this and start your journey on the timelines and recognizing this. Okay, so the candy flower. And this one is talking about point of no return. So this is pretty much like the 0 point. It's in the center of 6 spirals of energy of the cosmic matrix in our time matrix. The cosmic matrix has 6 15-dimensional time matrices. So there are a center point, and then there are 6 matrices coming off of this. The invisible heart allows for safe passage when navigating the arc zones. Helps you remain visible to the fallen timekeepers. It is blue, and it's the crystal lotus heart. So that's the sacred heart. That's just another name for it. And then it's saying calling on the wind elementals, the new earth command. So the new elementals. The elementals are corrupt, and so you have to make sure you specify you want the new earth elemental command. And then you can spin portals that open into the 5D blueprints, and you can call them to work with you on the 3D level for rehabilitation and re-encryption, and then use the 12D vortex. And so you literally can just spin something, and that creates a vortex. You can spin your body, like with belly dancing and stuff, and that will create a vortex. So just play around with that. Connect to the white sun, which is a 11D aspect. It's a white tesseract. So then the crystal tones, the Ta is white. So using that can help you connect to it. And there's a internal crystal seed coding, and this is the K+8, and it's the Christ factor 8 coding. So that's just in the DNA. There's an initiation in which you can get into a higher form of the Hall of Records, and this holds the organic creation records. And so you can connect into that and reactivate these records within you. Can get rid of superimposed layers of miasma and shadows and AI implants. And then the suppressor entities, which is the SPE and the clones. Paying attention to the dragon teachings of the original Ascended Masters. What that is talking about, and the original Ascended Masters are the Indigos. A lot of times these are the Gold Ray Seraphim. So then it's saying that there is damage to the DNA, addicted to consuming external world to fill energy void. So this is the parasitic nature of the Phantom Matrix. So we got to overcome this and get our energy straight from Source and God, which is a little bit hard to do. So we just got to, a little bit by little bit, train ourselves to do that.